Hi, everyone, and welcome to Connected in New England, where conversations build community. I'm Tori. I'm your program manager at Blue Star Families New England, and I am so glad that you're here with us today. May was Mental Health Awareness Month, and as many military families, it also marks the beginning of PCS season, a time that's often filled with big challenges, strong emotions, and plenty of stress. Raise your hand or drop a comment in the chat if this time of year feels like a whirlwind for you and your family. We know that invisible wounds like post-traumatic stress disorder, traumatic brain injury, and depression don't just affect the service member, they affect the whole family. This month, we take time to recognize the toll these wounds can take and to shine a light on the importance of support and healing. June 27th is National PTSD Awareness Day, a day to raise awareness, reduce stigma, and remind military families that they are not alone. That is why today we're teaming up with Home Base, a program with the Red Sox Foundation and Massachusetts General Hospital, and one of the most trusted mental health partners for New England. So whether you're getting ready for a move, supporting someone through recovery, or just feeling the weight of military life, you are not alone. We are here to share real tools and real stories to help build resilience together. I'm thrilled to kick off our very first episode by welcoming two amazing guests from Home Base. Joining us today is Stacy Fredrickson, the Family Support Team Manager at Home Base. Stacy brings both professional expertise and lived experience as an Air Force veteran and military spouse. Alongside her is Shelley Carolworth, the Family Support Specialist and Outreach Manager at Home Base. Shelley wears many hats as a Navy spouse, an Army mom, and serves as the Navy Command Ombudsman. Together, they'll help us better understand how Home Base's resiliency programs are truly making a difference for military families, because none of us are here alone. Shelley and Stacy, I'm glad that you are here. Let's start with an overview. What is Home Base and how did this mission begin?
Yeah, well, thanks for having us here today, Tori. It's really an honor to be here. Home Base is a national nonprofit headquartered here in the Boston area and dedicated to the healing of invisible wounds through our world-class clinical care, our wellness programs, our education programs, and research. So like you mentioned, it was founded in 2009 by the Red Sox Foundation and Mass General Hospital. And we serve service members, veterans, and families from all 50 states, 5 territories, and 9 countries. Our programs are no cost to the service member, veteran, and family members. We serve all eras, so anyone that has served. And discharge status does not matter here at Home Base. And to note, our family members, military-connected family members, can get care here at Home Base, even if their service member and veteran is not getting care here. So today, we really want to highlight our resilience programs. So while we provide clinical care at Home Base, these resilience programs are not clinical. They're educational, but they really focus on that stress that you're talking about. Our Resilient Warrior and Resilient Family and Resilient Youth programs all have a focus on stress awareness, this practice of this thing called the relaxation response, and talk about some adaptive strategies and that can help us manage stress better. We do this for service members and veterans in our Resilient Warrior program, for military-connected adult family members in our Resilient Family program. And Shelley's going to give you a little bit more about our youth programming, but we get to do it for the whole family under all three of these programs. These programs are 6 weeks long, once a week for 6 weeks. And you're you're in a small group of other military connected family or service member and vets, depending on what group you're in. And you're kind of learning this stuff together. Very interactive. We do it virtually, so you can do it from home, being super comfortable. We do it throughout the year, so you can check out our website to see what dates are coming up, what you might be interested in, and you can register yourself online since this is not a clinical program. I'm going to turn it over to Shelley to give us a little bit more information about our Resilient Youth Program.
Perfect. Thank you, Stacy. And thank you, Tori, for having us. So our Resilient Youth Programming is one of my favorite things to facilitate. We get to work with elementary, middle, and high school students. That being said, if you're in that age gap, please stay tuned because we are working on that age gap that we know 18 to mid 20s can be hard to find resources, but still eligible for our resilient families. So stay tuned. We are working on that. But our Resilient Youth, again, it's the same concept, right? We are going to look at what does stress awareness look like? Being young can be fun. And we can have these feelings in our body that we aren't necessarily sure how to connect with what's going on in our lives. One of our big focuses is even changing the definition of stress, right? Stress isn't good or bad. It just is. And how are we responding to it? So we look at that in an age-appropriate way for elementary, middle, and high school students. Similar to our adult programs, they are 6 weeks, once a week, a little bit of a shorter time. We know the kind of time, that window of focus is a little bit different for our youth. And over the summer, we've made it a little bit easier by dividing it into 2 sessions a week for 3 weeks. So we're not spreading it too far and spreading our adults and parents too far either. And then our high school sessions, we know high schoolers are super busy, can't tie them down for very long. So we have made one longer session just so we can nail down sort of what those important skills are, practice them, and have, again, an interactive discussion. It's one of the biggest things, right? We're learning in this connected unit. You're with a cohort of other youths, whether you're little or kind of in those middle years. You're with other military connected youth, and you might have experienced PCSing. You might have experienced a parent who has struggled or is working through their own kind of PTSD or TBI. And so even just being in this cohort, it can make it a little bit easier to express ourselves and to feel that connection. And I will say our youth love that at the end they get to express themselves in emojis in the chat, which is always a favorite. We're always learning. I myself have 3 kids in all sorts of age ranges, so I love learning. And they really love meeting people from, could be around the world, right? Again, these are virtual programs and non-clinical in nature. So we might have somebody log in from Germany or California, from Virginia, Florida, Texas. So it's pretty cool when other kids get to sort of meet other kids and go through and learn these skills together. And our resiliency programming is stuff that we all know and we've heard before, but we get to practice it together and work over those 6 weeks. So fantastic programming for our youth. And it's something that I think we all need to stick with for a very long time. So I love facilitating them. I think we get something out of it each time.
Thank you. And can you ladies tell me, how can people who are watching us today, how can they access, how can they inquire about these programs?
Yep. So this is the QR code that will take you to our website. And if you dig a little bit under our national programs, you'll see all the resiliency programs, and then you can explore those. All the dates through the end of the year are on there, so you can pick a date that works for you, works for your child. And you fill out a short form, and then you're going to get a call back from one of our staff. So We look forward to having you participate with us. And when we give you a call, we will answer any questions that you have.
Great. And I see that we do have it in the chat. So the link is there in case someone wants to click on that when we're done. So now I'm going to transition over to talking about PCS season, and also known as permanent change of station. It can take such a toll on the mental health of our families' dynamics. Now, the word permanent is in the name. For military families, these moves happen often, every few years. With them comes a wave of change that affects every member of the household. Each move can disrupt treatment plans, daily routines, and trusted support systems. Kids face the uncertainty of starting new schools, leaving friends, and adjusting to unfamiliar environments. Spouses often lose job opportunities or have to leave behind personal and professional networks. And caregivers, they juggle it all, while also supporting a loved one through recovery or transition. That's why at Blue Star Families, we are here and we work to meet families right in these moments with programs and tools that reduce stress, restore connection, and rebuild a sense of home. Let me walk you through some of these key supports that we offer here at Blue Star Families. Well, our very first tool is our voice. It is the most powerful tool. And right now, your voice is what we're asking for. We are running our military family lifestyle survey, opened until June 30th. This survey helps us gather real data about what families like yours are experiencing. And that data drives real change, influencing lawmakers, military leadership, and nonprofits who serve our community. If you haven't taken the survey yet, this is your chance to be heard. So please take those 10 to 15 minutes when we're done, and we'll send that QR code up again, and we'll send the link out right there in the chat. So you'll be able to see that and grab that. And we want to hear your voice. The next program that I'm going to talk about is, we know that moving just isn't about packing boxes. It's about starting over again and again, which is why Blue Star Families has the welcome programs. On the screen, you're going to be able to see a list of different programs that we offer. And these help families feel at home when they're entering new communities with local events, care kits, and chances to connect with other families nearby. You don't have to do this alone. And with the right welcome, it doesn't have to feel like starting from scratch. So right there, you'll see we have our perks, we have our coffee connects, our careers, volunteers, support circles, outdoors. There are so many programs on our website. You'll be able to go to that page and check them all out. I'm going to highlight a few of those programs right now. So we do have what's called our Space Force and career tools. So careers, they get disrupted and are one of the top challenges our military spouses often face. Through Spouse Force, we connect military spouses and military-friendly employers to provide tools like some resume help, interview coaching, and career workshops. We also offer Blue Star Learning, where spouses can access Google Career Certificates, Coursera, Open Learning, and even Masterclass, because your career matters too, and we're here to support it. The next program I'm going to talk about is our Coffee Connects and our Blue Star Outdoors, one of my two favorite ones. So sometimes all it takes is a good cup of coffee and a meaningful conversation. That's exactly where I was this morning. Our Coffee Connects are all about this in-person gatherings, giving spouses and family members a space to meet, share, and support one another face-to-face in real life and in community. And finally, nature is healing. Our Blue Star Outdoor programs invite families to step outside together. Whether it's hiking, kayaking, or simply enjoying a day at the park, these experiences promote mental wellness, family bonding, and much needed breath of fresh air. I'm also now going to talk about how this resilience, so at Blue Star Families, we believe that resilience isn't something that you have to build alone, which is why this is something that we build together with community, like home base, and with care and the right support in the right time. So I'm going to bring this back into some real life and some real stories. We're going to take a glimpse into how home-based programs help families build resilience during some of their most challenging transitions, whether it's managing stress of a PCS, supporting a spouse's recovery, or navigating parenting during uncertain times. We now know that home base is there. Stacy, I'd love for you to start us off. Your parenting skills program offers caregivers practical tools to better understand and respond to their children's emotional needs. Can you tell us more about how that works and the kind of impact you've seen?
Sure. So we have two parenting programs. One we've had for a while called Parenting Skills, and our newest one, Shelley's going to talk about here in just a minute. So Parenting Skills is really focused on parents of kids ages 5 to like 12, 13, 14. And it's very practical advice. This is a 7-week non-clinical educational group. You sign up online, and I think they're going to drop the links in the chat as well if you're interested. You sign up online. You meet once a week with, again, another group of military-connected service members, veterans, and families. Everybody's invited to participate in this group. And you learn some different strategies around parenting that can be helpful to make you a more confident parent, to set some boundaries, healthy boundaries between you and your children, and some routines. And most importantly, also reduce some parenting stress that we know sometimes comes with parenting. So that is our parenting skills group. Great program, very interactive as well. And so virtual, you can access it from anywhere in the US. And we encourage you to sign up. Shelley, you want to tell us a little bit more about our Building a Strong Home Base program?
Absolutely. Building a Strong Home Base is a newer program brought about, again, as I mentioned before, we're always looking to fill the gaps. So a kind of younger age group, although not the only gap, right? Sometimes we have experiences in our lives, especially as military families and service members, that impact our parenting. And so this group is 10 weeks, facilitated by clinicians. However, again, non-clinical in nature. So as Stacy said before, can be accessed anywhere, right? You have a computer, join us. And in this 10-week program, this is sort of one of my favorite analogies. So I'm going to go into it real quick. We look at life as this tree, and we have roots and we have branches. And we don't want our kids to branch too far than our roots are deep, right? We branch too far, we fall over. If our roots are too deep and we're not branching, you get the picture. So this is a great group to sort of learn, what does that look like? 0 to 8 is that age group that we look at. This can be a great preparatory class as well. So if you are expecting, please consider building a strong home base, or you're building that family. Maybe it's not your first, don't worry. I have 3 kids. I always say I've made different mistakes with each one. So chalk it off here. We got something to get you going. And look at, what is the experience? What is your child going through and you going through simultaneously? Are they looking in this situation that they need roots, right? They need some safety, they need some comfort. Or are they kind of acting out and maybe we need to let them branch a little, which can be super hard as a parent. Sometimes it's super hard to give them roots too. So no worries. We got your 6 on this. So it's a fantastic program. Again, 10 weeks available. Just register right online, which, look at that. It's already there for you. You can just click that link, learn a little bit more. And again, if you ever have any questions about the parenting programs, or you're not sure which one, take all, reach out, ask some questions. We are here. We want to make sure that you're comfortable and set in the kind of correct place that you feel most would benefit you at that moment.
Thank you, Shelley. It seems that it is very clear that when families are given the right tools and support, they can face even the toughest transitions with strength and connections, very similar to all of your programming that you offer there. So now we want to hear from you. You that are here listening right now, can you please drop in the comments? I want to hear your tips. We all want to hear your tips, your routines. What has helped you through some of these transitions and tough times? Would it be a program that Home Base has offered, something that Blue Star has offered, or something else that's unique. We'd love to be able to hear from you. And before we wrap up today, I want to make sure that you know where to go next, because support just doesn't stop when we end this live stream. We want to make sure that you know where to go, and we want to keep this momentum going. So we know that mental health through Homebase, they have a lot of support. In today's conversation resonated with you or someone in your life, reach out to Homebase. They are free, confidential. They are programs for all service members, for their families, and for veterans. We do have a link right in the chats right now that is going to send you to their webpage. And then also I have links for our Blue Star family programs, the spouse force tools, the welcome weeks, our outdoor programs. There's a whole slew of them. Please join the Blue Star family. And there's the link right there, the New England chapter. Go ahead and check us out and check out our neighborhood as well. We have free virtual tools. So once you go into our neighborhood, you'll see one of the biggest things is our Mindspace app. It is great for mental wellness. There are tools there, along with our full events calendar under our events page within the neighborhood. It is your digital home base for connection and community. And Shelly, why don't you tell us about what's coming up for Homebase?
All right, very exciting. We have the Run to Homebase coming up. If you've been in the New England area, you might be familiar. If not, here you go. We have a 5K or 9K, yes, a 9K, jaunt through Boston. It is our biggest fundraiser, but it is our biggest fundraiser. I say that with so much light in my heart. It's a fantastic day. So the finish of both races happens to be over home plate at Fenway. Absolute fantastic experience. It's very cool because we do this every year. So it doesn't have to be once in a lifetime, but if you haven't joined us, I hope you do. There is a virtual option as well. If you can't join us, you can run with us online. And if you're not a runner, but you are a funner, please join us at Fenway Park. It is open. It is a fantastic time. Come with family, come with friends. Just enjoy it. You are with a community that is like no other, which I know many of us know if you're tuned in today. But we really make it such a light event. This year, we are honoring veterans who are also first responders. So every year we have a special cohort that we shine a light on, and that is our light this year. So we would love to have you, whether you are a runner, a funner, or both. Please join us at Fenway Park on the 26th of July. Yes, the 26th of July. My goodness, the days are going by far too quickly. So it is coming up, and you can join there. It is runtohomebase.org at Fenway. So we look forward to seeing you there, whether virtually or in person. Find someone in Homebase gear. Say hi. We want to reach out to as many people in our community as we can, and hope that you feel that support. Give you a high five, give you some knuckles.
Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. So I want to give a big thank you again to our incredible guests, Stacy Fredrickson and Shelly Carroll Worth, for sharing their stories, expertise, and compassion with us today. And a big thank you to Homebase for their life-changing work that they do every single day to support our military families and building resilience across our community and throughout our country. I am so grateful for your partnership and your dedication. And I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you for spending part of your day today with us. Whether you're moving this summer, supporting a loved one, or simply seeking connection, you belong here. Be sure to follow Blue Star Families and Homebase to stay connected. And if you haven't already, take a moment, please. Take that moment to complete the Military Family Lifestyle Survey. It is open until June 30th. We want to make sure that we hear your voice, because your voice truly changes and drives change. We'll drop the links right there, as you can see them right now, in the comments section. And remember, whether you're a new duty station, a new challenge, or just had a hard week, we're here with you and we're here for you. Thank you for joining us and for our very first episode in Connected in New England. We'll see you next time. Until then, take care of yourselves and each other. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.